Beware of false knowledge, it is more dangerous than ignorance. Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the airplane, the pessimist the parachute. Life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. The longer I live, the more convinced am I that this planet is used by other planets as a lunatic asylum. We don't stop playing because we grow old because we stop playing. We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. Write your sad times in sand. Write your good times in stone. This is the true joy in life, being used for a purpose. Recognized by yourself as a mighty one. Being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances. Complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live, it is my privilege to do for it what I can. It is a sort of splendid torch which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. I learned long ago never to wrestle with a pig. You get dirty, and besides, the pig likes it. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. It is not enough to know what is good. You must be able to do it. The moment we want to believe something, we suddenly see all the arguments for it, and become blind to the arguments against it. The man who has never made a mistake will never make anything else. The only person who acts sensibly is my tailor. He takes my measure anew every time he sees me. Everyone else goes by their old measurements. Life is no brief candle to me, it is a sort of splendid torch which I have got a hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. The things most people want to know about are usually none of their business. Some people look at the world and say why. Some people look at the world and say why not. The only time my education was interrupted was when I was in school. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. Patriotism is your conviction that this country is superior to all others because you were born in it. Most people do not pray, they only beg.